my name's Ivory, and I'm here with my friend Mel. We're going to talk about following your intuition today. And Mel, you've been such like an instrumental person in my life in just like following your intuition, following the messages, following the signs, following your gut, and just being attuned, aware, and open and receptive to what messages and things want to come through. So like I just want to say I appreciate you so much for that.
Thank you.
And I don't know if you want to just talk a little bit about yourself and your business and your background, and
Sure.
yeah, and then we can maybe dive into how people can just start to trust their intuition more, because sometimes it's hard. Like we're kind of taught not to trust our intuition, you know. So
It's really true. There's a big advantage to being able to trust, but there's also like a big, resistance field to sort of break through when you're first getting to know yourself, and really being able to like get past the point where we're doubting our answers, and the little flashes of insight we are able to receive sometimes opens the floodgates to like so much more that we're able to actually download on a daily basis. Thanks for joining. My name is Melissa. I am an intuitive healer, human design expert, and personal conscious lifestyle coach. I've been doing this for the past 3 years approximately, and the pandemic really started, it kind of just accelerated my spiritual awakening, so I've been really diving into developing and establishing my connection to source and to my guides, and have been put in a number of really weird synchronistic experiences and situations where I was really called to tap into my intuition, because there were, for lack of a better term, no answers available like in the 3D reality. So that has sort of been like a psychic obstacle course that they've put me through as a way of training. I love to teach people about their intuition, because I really truly believe that we have our own free will to make our own choices for what's better for us, but we also have sort of like a predestined life plot, and there's certain experiences that we're truly meant to have an experience and encounter that allow us to broaden our scope of possibilities, and even to open ourselves to higher experiences and better experiences than we would have been able to plan ourselves if we allow us to be led, which takes a bit of surrender. So yeah, thank you for having me, and I'm excited to dive into this.
yeah, and you also have a business and marketing background as well.
I do, yeah.
Yeah, like you're very good with like branding, and just like I feel like I've come to you before with like just like business questions, like you do have that. You have that, like you went to university for that, and that is a part of your background too.
It is. Yeah. I like to blend the both, and I truly think that we're really shifting into this new, there is this whole sort of utopian ideal of like us shifting into the spiritual realm, this fifth dimension, and where it's all going to be free reign. And while some of it is true, there's also a level of grounded action, and this like anchored business-centered approach that we need to be able to take in order to blend the two. And I think that's where people really can use a lot of guidance, is using the real life 3D needs, not straying away from it, not being in denial of abundance being a good thing, but also being able to use it as a way of developing like a holistic lifestyle, and also working for the greater good, because when we open ourselves to co-creating with the universe, it's automatically going to be under the assumption that what we're building is for everyone to benefit from, and for it to ripple out to sustain us in a new way, energetically and also financially, because that's important too these days.
Yeah, for sure. Sorry, I'm just gonna turn your camera so people can see you too. Sure. I feel like I'm just being seen.
Hey guys.
But I was gonna ask you, because you've hanging out with Mel, I get to learn all these cool tricks and tools and stuff, and one of the tools that you use, well, a few of them, is you do a trust test. I think, is it called a trust test?
We call it truth testing.
Sorry,
yeah.
Truth test. And then you also do the heavy light testing, which I actually found really helpful. So maybe you could tell people about that, because I think like sometimes we get in our head about things and we have a hard time making choices and decisions.
Yeah.
And like this is like a super easy way to get clear fast. So yeah, maybe we could demo it on me.
Sure,
maybe,
let's do that. If you can be at my subject, that would be amazing. So what I'll actually get you to do is if you can sit your body, so
More
if you can, here, I'll move back, and if you could kind of give it like a sideways look.
Okay. Yeah.
This would be,
Right.
okay, and then just come back a little bit closer to me.
Yeah.
That is a tattoo on my neck. Yes, it's the flower of life. So here, I'm gonna move back a little bit more so that they can really see you.
Okay.
Perfect.
Sorry. These chairs aren't
Come
the greatest.
So when we're looking at our intuition, a lot of the times when we're making decisions, we're very in our head, as you said. A lot of the times we want to do like a pro and con list, or a, what is this going to create, sort of a fear-based approach of not wanting to get it wrong. And the biggest thing when it comes to intuition is really allowing ourselves to be the student, but also opening up to like the concept of play and keeping it lighthearted so that it's not like a life or death like situation, because that just shuts down all of our higher dimensional access, and we are automatically able to tune into like future timelines of us who have already taken the action to have the outcomes and the answers available. But when we're in a lower frequency of fear or like discouragement or trying to get it perfect or trying to get it just right, it just like puts us down in
we just do it in the thinking brain instead of in feeling into what we really
especially because it's a trust fall of like needing to go with the unknown. So like this whole logical thinking of needing to see every step of the way isn't really going to take you too far when it comes to intuition, because it's sort of like a blind leap of faith. And I find that starting with really small questions and building up your trust, our dog that we're dog sitting is very protective. So starting off with small incremental ways of playing with your intuition, allowing yourself to be guided. Before we went on this live, I was like, Body, do you want to wear this or do you want to wear the other shirt? And I wanted to wear this, and for me that feels very uplifting and energizing. And we don't really know what it's going to lead to, but allowing yourself to tap into it and allow it to come full circle, you're going to get those results in your real life of seeing like, oh, this is why I actually wanted to go left, not right, even though it wasn't convenient.
Even though logically I wanted to go this way.
Yeah.
Right?
And with
even though like my intuition was saying go this way.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So I guess we can demo.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do, and we'll invite you guys to do it too if you guys are interested in, tapping into this and testing it out for yourself. We're going to just ask your body, and the reason I ask you to do it is because every body has a different way of responding. Some people might go like left, right. Some people might go forward, back. Some people might go up and down. It's really unique to you.
Right.
But your body is basically encoded with future timelines of you. It's the same as thinking back to a certain mistake you made when you were like 9 years old, those like embarrassing moments you can, never forget. Our future self, which is us, future self to the 9-year-old child, has the codes of like, yeah, this actually led to like this outcome. This is why you want to steer away from that. So when you have a weird inkling about a certain person or situation, it's usually because there's a parallel aspect of you that's already encountered it. So what we're going to do is we're going to just sit down and keep our legs uncrossed, and I like to put my hands up, so palms up, because this is where we actually draw in a lot of spiritual guidance, information. And what we're going to just ask is, Body, show me what a yes looks like. So Body, what does your yes look like? And then out loud or in your head you can say yes, 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 and just see what your body does. For me, it's like big up, like I feel like I want to jump out of my seat. And
sorry, it's just taking me a minute.
That's okay. Ivory's gotta sync up. I'm gonna move it to you. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like it's like this motion for me. It's like like a forward and back feeling.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what does
like an excited feeling. Yeah.
That's awesome. So that's perfectly right. There we go. And you can also ask yourself, and you might get an impression, you might get an actual sound come to mind, you might actually hear something if you have a little bit of clairaudience. But you can also ask yourself like, hey Body, what does a yes sound like? For me, I hear like ka-ching, like,
ooh, I love that.
but it's very unique, right? So
it feels like I got a visual of me jumping into the water. It's
okay.
Like, let's go. Yes.
So that's like a clairvoyant flash. So you can use that in yourself. It might not always come in the body. It might be like a download, like a visual.
Yeah.
Exactly. So trusting that. Conversely, if you want to ask, okay, Body, what does a no look like?
Yeah,
And
feels
what
like
does
this.
it feel? Yeah, it's like dead. Like it's like
it's sluggish. Okay.
Like for me, I feel like I'm very like in my chair. Like when you've had too much for dinner and it's like, ugh.
Yeah,
like,
you feel full.
Yeah. So when you're, thinking about a decision, staying out of your head, but asking your body, like, hey, body, truth, is this in my highest good? Or will this create more for me? Will this create a good experience? Or will this take me to where I need to go? Whatever way you want to say it, your body's going to give you like a feeling of woohoo, or it's going to give you like a no.
Right.
And that's already giving you what you need to know before having to like, see the outcome start to finish. So you can kind of save time. It's like non-linear. If you can trust yourself to not have to go through all the logical steps, you actually get lots of shortcuts by not doing things that wouldn't create more.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I love it.
Good. Let me see.
Yeah, is that the same thing? The truth testing is the same as the heavy and light, right? You use the heavy and light,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Or do we need to explain? Is that different?
There's two levels of truth testing, and one is called tracking, and this is actually more where we're looking into I love what you said there. Would you act as if you're in the movie of your life? Yes, 100%. So like that main character energy is like what we want to be channeling. So it's very, self-centered in a like good, healthy, balanced expression, because we are looking at our life through the lens of like, would I be rooting for myself if I'm the main character in the movie that I'm watching, and like what would the main character be choosing? It's a good way of up-leveling yourself, and seeing yourself kind of being able to embody the version of you that you're becoming in the now, which also saves, time by collapsing all of the timelines between like working to become someone and striving to become someone in the future, but actually just like choosing it in the now. So yeah, you're spot on. The tracking, that would probably be, I think it would be a great container for a separate conversation.
Yeah.
And it's basically, just to give you an explainer, a summary of the difference. The tracking comes in when we are looking at, why did I get a no? So another key thing to know about intuition is that when we are still shedding, and healing is a continuous, lifelong journey, but when we're still shedding those layers of, say, childhood wounding, trauma, our intuition can sometimes and will be impacted, or I don't want to say tainted, but it's not, there will be some overlay of what we call residual cleanup in the healing realm. So this is where we're shedding the timelines, where we didn't trust ourselves because a parent maybe told us once that, no, I of course know it better than you because you're 5 and I'm 30. So you learn to disconnect from what you thought was right, and you learn to follow someone else instead. So the tracking is a great like level 2, which we can definitely open up, but I think that is a container for a little bit of homework for us to like play with the tracking and truth testing, and then we can look at, okay, why did I get a no? Is it because my body's steering me away from a consequence that I'm trying to avoid, or is it a genuine no because it's not
good for
meant
me.
for me?
Yeah. Wow. Oh, you have so much wisdom, Mel. I love that. And so I wanted to mention I'm running a women's retreat in June, and Mel is coming on the women's retreat, and she's going to be our intuitive guide for the weekend, and you can pick her brain, and I don't know what else. I feel like you're just gonna be our little drifter who she's just so intuitive. Like she'll just sometimes she'll just pick up on things without like you having to like be like, can we have a conversation? She might like just intuitively come and approach you and be like, I'm feeling this from you, or like I saw it, like I'm getting a visual of this. Like you're so I don't know how to explain you. You're just amazing. You're in tune and aligned. So
do you want to tell everyone a little bit about what the retreat like includes and stuff?
Yeah.
And like what we're going to be doing over the weekend?
Yeah.
It's really exciting. Like I'm so stoked. It sounds so refreshing is the best word I can probably get, but like it's just going to be such a like lavish indulgent,
lavish. I love that.
Sexy, and just honoring our bodies, and really honoring like healthy self-confidence and just like igniting a fire to all those dreams that want to come true.
Yeah. So like the retreat is actually taking place the weekend after the summer solstice, but I'm calling it our summer solstice retreat because we are in the like longest days of the year, and just to like be using that energy of abundance, vitality, and strength, and coming together with a group of women who are of like mind and who are wanting to grow and improve themselves. And we're going to be doing a dream circle where we're going to be setting intentions for the next half of the year. We're going to be creating a flower mandala together. We're making flower crowns as a group. We're going on a group hike. There's going to be yoga, meditation, sound healing, chocolate fondue. And we're doing a sunset goddess photo shoot, which I'm super excited about. So it's just like you were saying, you know, to just like feel empowered and confident in our bodies and ourselves, and just to get like a nice photo of ourselves. Like sometimes we just don't do that, you know. So we have actually a professional photographer coming with us on the retreat, and just to celebrate yourselves, you know. I think so much of the time we take care of everybody else that we don't take a moment to pause and really celebrate ourselves and all the work that we're doing. So that's what I really want this retreat to be about, and who the retreat is for. And we're also, this was Mel's idea, is we're going to be setting lanterns off into the night sky with our dreams and like just letting them go to the universe. There's campfire, sauna, pool, hot tub, beach. Like it's just like for me it's like a yes, it's like a hell yes, because there's just so much goodness that's going to be a part of it, and I'm so excited that you're going to be a part of the weekend. So if anyone wants more information on that, you can contact myself or Mel. And it's
going to be plant-based foods.
We have a vegan cook, a Kiko, coming
and
with us.
Do you want to give a little rundown of the location? So this is
sorry. You just go ahead.
I can't pronounce the name.
It's just like at the base of Mont Saint Anne, 30 minutes north of Quebec City. If you're from the Ottawa area, we can arrange a ride share for you. So we're going to be in this like little ski village at the base, and it's going to be beautiful.
I love that.
Yeah, it's just happening June 24th through 26th. And we'd love to have you join. And dive deeper into your dreams, your creations, and maybe connect with Mel on following your gut and your instincts. And
for sure,
she's definitely a good model for that. I don't know, I'm just seeing your cards out here. Do you want to pull cards for anyone who's listening?
Hello. Power of Surrender. So if you want to set an intention or leave a question, we can do a few cards.
Yeah. Oh, Miles. Oh, a minute. Is that Nicole from Australia? I think that's so crazy if that's Nicole from Australia.
Okay.
Like, I met Nicole like 10 years ago. If that's the Nicole, I'm sorry if you're not that Nicole.
Here we go. Here's 2. Okay. Surrender to the magic of who you are. I love that.
Look at that beautiful photo, too.
We all have magic in us. Even the mundane aspects of life, remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that come from being just you. Like, you on yourself is more than good enough. She said yes.
Yeah, she is. That's crazy. I love that.
Okay, and this one fell out behind it. So this is surrendering the drama. And this one is about, no matter how emotionally charged a situation is, remaining calm and not contributing to drama, but staying centered to resolve the issues more quickly. Just like, do you believe in giving second chances?
Oh, I love that. I love that you can ask questions.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Do you believe in giving second chances?
I truth test it.
Yeah, it depends on the person and the situation.
I'm very forgiving, but sometimes I've also learned the lesson of not everyone is meant to
get a second chance.
Not even that. It's not like you've done something so unforgivable, but sometimes there's an element of like surrendering and parting ways, just knowing that that was not an aligned relationship. Not that it was like devastating. It could have been something very minimal,
right?
And then it's like a forgiveness and like you go your separate ways, but you don't
need to
explore like
I kind of feel the same. Like I don't believe in continuing. I guess I more so believe in not giving people second chances. Like, but just being like, okay, like being able to forgive people and move on.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
okay, like, hey, we can still have a peaceful interaction.
Like, I wish you nothing but the best, but, you know,
Yeah.
this just was not, it just wasn't aligned. Or we had something to work out that was us healing our mirrors together, you know?
Oh, I love that even more. Yeah, that's usually what it is, right? It's like, it's usually a gift. It's usually a gift if it's something that's not so fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so what
what's
does
that?
it say?
Surrender your intuition. Oh, I love that picture. Can they see it on there? We've got 2 cameras going.
Yeah.
It says, tune into your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, as you said, like intuitive visuals or sounds, knowings or aha moments that come through to guide you.
That's an interesting one too. So the flashes of insight is something that we talk about too, and that's like sometimes we'll get like a little movie reel or a little I don't know, like it's a resemblance, like a I'll give an example without naming names. So somebody that recently came into our periphery, we had a chat about the interaction, and it was a resemblance of Scar from The Lion King. and I didn't even pick up on it at the time, but then in hindsight I was like, wait a second, that was an intuitive nudge saying, hey, you know, like, all things aside, like, is this somebody that felt resonant with that character before it needs to go down the thing of, like, you know, opening up a relationship trajectory, a friendship, you know, co-working relationship, romantic relationship, whatever it is. Does it need to play out that way for me to be like, you know, in a place of like finding out like, oh shit, like this was like a Scar kind of person, like, in order, or is this just not somebody that, you know, is
right?
Yeah.
This is so fun. I love this.
Oh, hilarious! Look what came underneath.
What? Oh my god, it's Scar! We're talking about Scar and the Lion King shows up.
Surrender to your full power.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
That is funny.
This one came out, Surrender to Spirit. Ooh, look at, I love the colors there. Once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let spirit work its magic for you. So nice. Hey Sophie, I see you joined. We've been talking
card pulls and
we've been talking about following your intuition and gut. Go back and watch this later because Mel talks about using your body to find a yes or a no, and it's really, she's my intuitive. She's she's my psychic.
Oracle on demand.
Well, she's like a good friend, but I call you my like psychic.
I'm glad.
Intuitive. Yeah.
So good. I feel like we should pull one for the intention of the retreat. Like, what can we surrender going into it for those who feel called to align with it?
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
A bunch flew.
Like 3.
There's
surrender
too many.
Your ego.
Oh no, do I need to surrender my ego?
Okay, but this makes sense. Oh, wait a second. Hold up. I feel like this is like dropping your ego baggage of like, this is who I'm supposed to be according to society, according to mainstream media.
Wow.
According to my parents and, you know, my, like, even what my ancestors have gone through. Working against, you know, your soul's calling by kind of like forcing yourself to confine or like to, you know, be in line with like 3D expectations of like how life is supposed to go.
Versus what your soul actually wants to be and do and create in this world.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh,
exactly.
I love that those are the kinds of people that are going to be coming and called to the retreat. That's
and then,
amazing.
Like those rituals that we're going to do with like the lanterns and the dreamscaping and all of that, that's really going to unlock this like surrendering to creativity of like even creative solutions to people's problems. Like we'll all have things to share and experiences to bounce off of each other. And this is going to be like, yeah, you're perfectly designed. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. And also seeing how much effortless it can get if we actually allow ourselves to be carried versus trying to push and do it the hard way of like making things happen and like, I'm going to like motivate myself, but actually allowing ourselves to be like inspired and like allowing universe to work through us.
Yeah, I'm learning that from you as well, is to be more in that feminine receptivity, because I feel like I've been this last year really in my masculine, like go, I'm starting a business, let's move, like let's make it happen, events, versus like just like going with that feminine flow of surrender and trust, and going with just like, what do I actually really want to create from my heart, versus like doing all these different things. And also recently, like I'm noticing as well, is like with certain people or interactions, like constantly having to push, constantly having to be on their ass, constantly having to like ask them, like, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna step back, and if this person or this relationship really wants to
like be there and show up
and be a good partner, then they will. Like I don't have to, otherwise there's another, I'm just like trying to be in that more abundance mindset of like, oh, then there's something else better, you know, versus like, but I really want this because I know
we're attached to the outcome.
Yeah, because we're attached to the outcome. So
I love that for you.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Sounds amazing.
Maybe we could show the cards to them, and like, so like I really do feel, if you feel like called to explain this card again, because I feel
this is like the like Mike card. What is it, like Mike? No, not like Mike. It's like Mike. Just the one where they're like, what's the guy with the dancer guy?
Oh, Magic Mike.
Magic Mike, like Mike. Yeah. So surrendering your ego is like what we think we want. Also like expectations that have been placed on us, and they usually, you know, more often than not leave us more confined, because we're constantly trying to like upkeep something that isn't aligned for us in the first place, but we're afraid to let go because of, you know.
So if you're ready to create a new path, follow what your soul and your heart actually wants, versus the 3D.
Yeah. And this looks like wounded masculine energy, to be honest too.
And if you want to create and find your new soul path, then come on our retreat.
Yes, please join us. We're gonna have so much fun, and I feel like it's gonna be a really meaningful weekend. Like I know we're all gonna come in as, you know, maybe some people have been to your past retreats and stuff, but for the most part we're all getting to know each other, and
I feel like it's gonna be a new group, actually.
But it's okay.
So it always seems to be new people.
Oh, I love that. I just got goosebumps as you said that. So that sounds like a yes.
But I mean, we don't know. It's gonna be a group of, it could be anyone.
It's gonna be amazing, and it's gonna be really meaningful, I think, too, to like let go of some things together and shed that, but also like ignite using the solstice energy, which is like really just like vamping up for the last half of 2022. Like, where do we want to be, and who do we want to be, and what do we want to call in for ourselves? So having that like ceremony and that sacred time to connect with like the space there, it's just going to be like refreshing, rejuvenizing, but also like motivating AF, because I think we're going to come home really replenished and like ready to like dive into, you know, letting your imagination soar, like that creativity.
Yeah, so if anyone feels called to come on the retreat or just wants to know some more information, you can reach out to myself or Mel. Additionally, we should also mention, we're just doing our plugs here, you know. Like Mel is an awesome business coach, can help you as a business spiritual entrepreneur make decisions from your intuition and your gut. Like I found like working with you it's been more like you give me the tools to make the decision that I need to make, versus you just telling me do this, you know.
I love that.
Yeah,
it's so important too when we're starting out, because it's kind of like teach a man to, you know, that saying, like teach a man to fish. No, what is it, like, give a man a fish, you can feed him for a week, and teach a man to fish, you can feed him for a lifetime. So like giving you the you know, the little tips and bits and stuff to bring you back to what you already know yourself, but haven't always, you know, seen it so clearly. I do one-on-one advanced healing sessions, which works a lot with the quantum realm, as well as your higher self and some of your guides, your teams. I often get clairvoyant predominantly guidance to help just relay like little messages and things that, you know, are good to know. But business coaching and helping people step into like what their passion is, and even using human design to really activate like okay, this is what your soul wrote into this lifetime and what you came here to, you know, co-create, and how does this fit into what you would like to be doing. And a lot of time people are really blown away seeing it, because it's kind of like a permission slip of, okay, all of these things that my heart like really wants to do now, it's actually like proof that this is part of my soul's path. It's not just me being reckless, irresponsible, wanting to like live this crazy life. It's literally because my, you know, my heart is calling me towards something that actually is much more aligned. So yeah, you can find me on through Ivory's channel, or on nirvana-collective.com. So thanks for having me so much.
Yeah.
And this was awesome. We will have to do this again.
Yeah, maybe we're gonna start a weekly chat.
Sounds
But we said we
good.
want to do a podcast, or we're both like, we want to get a podcast going.
We would like that, yeah.
It'd be
If you guys
fun.
have any topics you would like to see us explore,
Oh,
dive into, you can always
yeah.
like leave a comment or send us a message. Any feedback will help guide us so that we can be
Of service.
maximum value. Yeah. So sounds
Yeah.
lovely.
Thanks for everyone who joined. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. That was good.
1 minute, what do you press? I don't know. I think I stopped
I
it.
think the
Oh, the X? I'm scared I'm going to lose it.
Oh, are
Oh,
you?
no. Are you sure
Wait,
you want to
do you
end?
cancel for a sec?
Cancel.
And then go to the picture. I just want to see if that. See
This?
the
Oh.
picture? Like that.
That.
One. Oh no, that's sharing it. Okay.
Okay.
Is
We
there
don't know how to
anything
end
with
a
the dot, dot,
live.
dot?
Comments. Share. Turn off questions. Turn off add moderator. 1 minute, what's this? No. 1 minute, what if I press this? No. Okay, I'm just going to end it.
I feel like
think...
it'll-